Oh shit, y'all, I told you I would tell you my coming out story. I forgot. Okay. All right, here we go. Where to begin? Well, I was a little baby gay. I was 14. I'm pretty sure I came out in the fall. So it was like the whole summer and spring, maybe the winter before. It was not very long I was in the closet, okay? Like, maybe 3/4 of a year. Maybe. 2012. Leading up to it, I was very much like by myself, doing a lot of Googling, watching all of the like the classics. I don't know, the necessary things you need. I like the L Word. Come on. I even watched the real L Word. Y'all know that existed. And I don't know, like Ellen's show, her OG show, and then the one after that. There was another one. Okay. I don't know. I saved all these rainbow things and got all like excited about the whole thing. I was like, oh yeah, this is me. I mean, it was just clear. I didn't think too much about it. Like, I didn't really ever like dudes. I mean, I had boyfriends and I would kiss them and they would just be like, okay. Didn't really love that. I just thought that that's what that was like. That was supposed to be like. Yeah, no. Oh gosh, okay. Then school time came around, okay? Volleyball happens in the fall. Oh, and it's weird to talk about this because this person I first dated is now, like, my best friend, which is, like, really fucking weird. But we got together. And then not much later, like, maybe a month, tops, I couldn't hold it in anymore. Y'all know I'm impulsive and I'm honest and I just want to say all of the shit. So, I first told, like, 2 close people that, like, I barely remember those occurrences. And then I decided I wanted to tell my volleyball group chat. And how was I going to tell my volleyball group chat? Well, I'll show you. Okay. So I sent them a video. Forgive my inability to do technical things. I'm just going to show you on my iPad, but I'm not going to play the whole thing either. It's only 2 minutes and 50 seconds, though, if you want to look the whole thing up, but you'll get the idea. It's called The Gay Song by Jenna Ann. Jenna Ann. It should be Ann, right? Is it Anna? It might be. I watched all those lesbian YouTubers back in the day, too. Hell yeah. That was what I did before I came out. No context whatsoever. I sent them this video. Oh god.
Hey, I'm coming out. Closet coming in terms of gay. There's so much, don't know where to begin. No, I don't like boys, they're too much men.
I'll admit that I'm a girl that wants girls for the win.
Sue me if I'm different, or sue me if you can.
Sorry that I'd pick K-Stu over any man. I'm Ellen when she's younger. I'm Lindsay without Sam. I'm Rosie's homo fanny pack. I'm Spatchley's biggest fan. I'm gay. I'm really gay. I'm super duper gay. I'm gayer than I'll say. Gay. I'm really gay. I'm
Truly very gay.
You caught me, I'm a lesbian, and I like it that way. Girls,
I love their hair.
I love the way they move.
No, not questioning.
I've got nothing to prove.
Why?
Force myself to forget what I love. I'm here, I'm queer, dyke pioneer. I'm all of the above. Okay.
Maybe I'm not a hipster.
But boy, do I like cats. Okay, yo, bro. I can't believe I still know all the damn words to that. My friends did not know what to say back. Half of them were like, what? I have a volleyball team. And the other ones were like, Anna's gay! Guys, Anna's gay! Oh my god! No, most of them are like, no way. No way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'll show you again what I looked like. Hold on. That's what I looked like then. Nobody believed me, friends. I told, like, one other person after that. Like, I asked the volleyball team, like, keep it to yourselves. And they were all like, cool, chill. I told one other person, like, 2 days later. He told the whole damn school. I came in on Monday and everybody was like, ah! It was fine. Like, literally nothing happened in school. Like, whatever. It was like, people asked me a bunch of fucking questions. A bunch of questions. Mostly sexual questions. I don't know. I guess that's sophomores in high school for you. Some people thought it meant I wanted to be a man. But nobody treated me shitty. You know. It was more just like, well, who are you gonna date now? I don't know. Oh, well, I think I told him soon after, then, yeah, I was dating this human. That, like, nobody else knew. Wasn't in, like, the friend group. Like I told you, this is my best friend now. Okay, this is weird. Like, it's weird to think about. So this was in the fall. Fast forward to the spring, right before prom. I'm going to prom with one of my friends, and my father's sitting at the table like, I hope you, like, you know, asking about me and him, and I hope you meet a nice man like that one day to marry. I got really quiet. Not that I was always quiet to begin with at the table, but that's a whole other story. But I think I started, like, crying, like I couldn't hold it back, and he was like, what? And I'm like, I'm gay. And I just cried some more. He didn't care. He maybe asked me, like, 2 questions, like, so does that mean, like, you're not gonna have kids, or I'm not gonna have grandkids, or, like, and then, so, he asked me first, so, like, you don't like men at all? Like, not at all? I'm like, no. That was literally the end of that. Then I talked to my mother on the phone one day, probably around that same time. I sent her a picture of my girlfriend at the time. So, yeah, this was later. This was in the spring. This might have been a year later. Okay, maybe that had nothing to do with it. I just remember, maybe it was a year after that. I don't fucking know, okay, when I talked to my mother. Because my mother's not really in my life. But she was like, oh, yeah, I knew that. She was like, I was right. Nothing bad happened, honestly, to me. Yeah. I came out. Is there anything else I want to say about that? I don't know, because that's the only other thing I'm thinking of is I came out as non-binary then, in college, which was a wonderful occurrence because, like, most of my gender and sexuality alliance, I was the president of our gender and sexuality alliance. Most of them were all, like, gender fluid, gender queer in some way, shape, or form. And I, you know, all 4 years, I was like, Anna, she, her pronouns. You know, you introduce yourself at the beginning of every meeting. And then the one day I just showed up and I was like, I'm Anna, I use they, them pronouns. And everybody was like, ah! It was a good old time. We had a little celebration. Yeah. And then there was nothing more to it. And then it's just a matter of me having to tell everybody I use they, them pronouns, you know. That's it. It just makes me feel better. But those are my coming out stories. I never really I don't need to tell many people about my gender, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. I didn't, like, formally tell my mother or my father about my gender, because why? Because they're not going to use the pronouns anyway, and it's just going to be weird and confusing. You know, they're conservative, to say the least. Not that I'm afraid, it's just not worth it. Like, I just know that I'm going to be clocked as a woman and use she, her pronouns. People are going to use she, her pronouns for me in general all the time, so, like, whatever. They're not that important to me in my life. Like, the people who are very close to me, yeah, of course I want them to use my pronouns. And I care enough to tell them, but I don't care enough to tell just everybody. Will y'all share your coming out stories with me now? Will you? I'm sorry for those of y'all who had harder coming out stories. I don't know. Everybody has their own experience, right? But there are horrible coming out stories out there, okay? And they might be able to really help some other people if you were willing to share them, you know? And help you get that out and off your chest and see that there are people here to support you and love you. And say that, like, that shit was fucked up. Okay? Alright? I love you, queers! And all of you other folks out there, too.